Good morning, plant-based peeps. It is Friday, June the, what is it, 2nd or 3rd today? And it's the end. Oh, I gotta pull this pillow out of my ass. Hang on. Oh, okay. It is the first day of week 4 of our plant-based eating challenge. Let me move this back a little bit so you can see my lovely ripped t-shirt. I'm still in what I wore to bed last night. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, we're halfway through and I've learned so much stuff that I can't get it all out. So I'll try and get as much out as I possibly can. I just got out. Like I said, I just rolled out of bed about, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, so I'm still a little bit fuzzy, which means I probably need a drink of coffee. Well, first of all, before we go any further, here is what the scale said this morning. So, that puts me down, what is that, right about 3 pounds? Yeah, right about 3 pounds. That's a very fast clip. I mean, I feel like I'm losing weight quickly. It's been, so if we just did 3 weeks and you average out the 9 pounds I've lost, so there you go. It's 3 pounds a week, which is as fast as anyone should be losing weight, in my opinion. I mean, unless you've had, you know, gastric bypass and you're 800 pounds and you're just needing to drop it really super quick and you're under medical supervision and all that. But, you know, I'm just an average fat chick trying to be smart about getting healthy. So I'm thinking anywhere between 1 and 3 pounds a week is fine, absolutely fine. I mean, that's fast. It would be nice if I felt, again, I forget to put my phone on airplane mode. I do that all the time. I forget to do that, and I forget to monetize my videos. Oh, God. Okay, so I picked up my breakfast. I thought I would start eating this while I was talking. This is just my wonderful oat and nut butter and honey and flaxseed mixture inside a celery stick. Incidentally, today's breakfast was 2 celery sticks like this, 8 cherries. Anybody who knows me knows that I love the number 8, and I'm always counting crap. And if I have to count out something, it usually ends up being 8. So I ate 8 cherries today. And 2 hard-boiled eggs. And we'll get to the hard-boiled eggs in a minute because they obviously are not raw, nor are they vegan. So anyway, back to the weight loss rapidity. I wish I felt comfortable losing, oh, I don't know, let's say 5 pounds a month. But I don't. I'm feeling this imperative to lose weight as quickly as reasonably possible. Take a bite. And, you know, so that's 1 to 3 pounds a week, but, you know, closer to 2 or 3 pounds a week. That's about as rapid as I want to go. So we're probably looking at about more like 10 pounds a month. Okay. I'm on point with that, so all is well. As far as the vegan raw thing is going, I'm discovering that I don't do well with all plant-based all the time. In part it's because as I've been experimenting with different foods, particularly protein foods, I've come to discover that the most important protein food, the lentil, is something that I'm not supposed to eat. It does cause inflammation for me because I have gout. Now, that is anecdotal information. Anecdotal in that I've been noticing that I've had 1 gout attack through this whole thing. I have been eating lentil through this whole thing. Stopped eating lentil when I had the gout attack. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. What I'm saying to you right now is very unscientific. And I tend to be real scientific about stuff. And so, in order to confirm that, I've ordered a, I'm going to order, I haven't ordered it yet, it's in my shopping cart. I haven't pressed play yet because I don't have the cash, but one of those, it's a blood meter that will, the same thing that you use for glucose, you can also use for uric acid levels. So what I will do, I will go have my uric acid level tested at my doctor's. I'll do my own test that day, make sure that, you know, those two are the same, so I know it's actually working correctly. And then I'm going to start testing out foods, things like lentils. I want to find out, does that actually cause my uric acid levels to rise enough to precipitate a gout attack? Now, eating lentils one day is not going to give you gout the next day. In fact, eating meat one day generally isn't going to give you the gout the next day. The reason you get the gout is because your uric acid levels are rising to a point. Which is, so generally it's a cumulative effect of eating stuff you're not supposed to be eating. So my uric acid levels were probably quite high before I had my last gout attack. So I'm not saying there's a one-to-one relationship between lentils and gout. What I'm saying is, according to my research and according to my one experience this past couple of weeks, lentils and gout don't go together. So, so I started thinking about other protein sources, and I've read the charts and all that sort of stuff people have shared, and that's cool. But my little voice, which I rarely ignore, has been talking to me back here, and it kept saying, go back to eating eggs, go back to eating eggs, go back to eating eggs. So I went back to eating eggs, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. I seem to do very, very well on animal-based protein from eggs. I'm not going to go back to eating flesh, and not for a philosophical reason either, but because I know that's not good for me. I've done enough experimentation to know that, so that I'm not going back to. As a general rule, I mean, I'm sure occasionally I'm going to have something because I'm going to weaken, like, you know, a steak or something like that, but that's going to probably be 3 times a year. So I'm feeling very good about eggs as protein. Another thing I'm probably not going to go back to is fluid milk products, cheese. I'm probably going to eat ice cream, but only because I'm very weak, and the idea of giving up vanilla ice cream for the rest of my life is something I'm simply not willing to do. So I know that when I get together with Abigail, we're going to have a bowl of ice cream or 2. I know that when I'm out on the road and somebody says, hey, let's go to this place, they do homemade ice cream, I'm going to go and I'm going to eat some. But on a daily basis or something that I buy from the grocery store, no, not going to. That's been crossed off the list. Replaced with almond milk, which I've discovered I really, really like. So I'm making some food, I mean some very not drastic, but they're real departures from how I had been eating the previous 56 years of my life. So that's been interesting. I've been incorporating Cynthia's suggestion about keeping salads in the refrigerator, a rotation of, 3 salads at least. Boy, that's really working. Right now in the refrigerator I have a rice and cilantro salad, rice, celery, and cilantro salad with an Asian dressing. I have a salad that's nothing but the spiral zucchini noodles and that same Asian dressing. And then I have tabbouleh, which I did in a very mildly flavored way. And then I also have the remnants of a big tossed green salad that is going to go into probably wraps. Today I've been making wraps with vegetarian refried beans. It's been easier for me just to buy them in the can because I'm having trouble with my stove, so I'm just not like my oven doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. And so, so I'm going to finish that up. That's another thing I've been doing. I'll go and I'll find, you know, the salad vegetables, lettuce and all that junk. I'll come home, I will prep everything up, and I will make I mean, we're talking a bowl this size, this big around, a big metal bowl of chopped up salad to the top. All washed, all crispy. And then I'll take a wet towel, I'll put it on top of that, stick it in the refrigerator. That will last relatively fresh for, you know, 4 or 5 days. So by the time I get down to the end of the salad bowl, that stuff ends up going into a wrap usually. So that's been working really well. I think that's something I'm going to probably do from here on, is try to remember to have a chopped green salad in the refrigerator at all times. You know, prepped and ready to go. So I guess those are probably my biggest changes. I'm continuing to experiment with a lot of things. Like I went to the discount grocery outlet place and I got a bag of hemp seed to throw into salad, toasted hemp seed, which I think just tastes really wonderful. I got this marvelous kind of Aztec inspired drinking chocolate that has, you know, it's all organic and all that, but it's got chocolate and it's got chili and it's got, I think, chia in it. It's got all these different South American things that are into this powdered chocolate stuff that I'm going to drink occasionally with my almond milk. So lots of changes. I don't feel bad about not staying raw, nor do I feel bad about not staying vegan style, because part of this whole experiment is that it's an experiment to try to figure out what I do well with and what I don't, because I had never been on a vegetarian, so to speak. I should eat this, huh? Diet path in my life. So I am learning. So I don't know. What would you call me? Ovo-vegetarian or something? I don't know. I don't want a label because things change. And you never know what you're gonna end up doing at what point in your life. So being branded and anything really bothers me. Sorry, I'm chewing and talking at the same time. I'm gonna finish chewing. So there you go. I'm happy. I'm pleased. I feel wonderful. I've been out just shopping and raking and shoveling and rolling wheelbarrows around, and you know, now I've got this pile. It's probably stands about 4 feet tall of these big, huge concrete rounds that my dad and I made years ago. They're about this thick and this big around. And I'm going to start rolling those suckers one at a time from their staging area on one side of my property over underneath my oak tree that's up in this upper garden area right here, so that we will have a platform upon which to put our rockers, where we can sit in the afternoon and sort of survey the domain. So yeah, I'm continuing to clean and decorate my life. So and finally use stuff that has been piling up, you know. I have this pile of rusty things. It's like, well, someday I'm going to do something with that. Well, the day has come. I'm going to kind of hang that shit all over my fences and call it decorated. So I hope all of you guys have had a really good week. I hope that you are feeling healthy and happy, and that across this great hot nation of ours, you are staying as cool as you possibly can, because it is a scorcher this weekend. Cindy Pope, I think you are going to be getting 117-degree weather either today or tomorrow. Ours is supposed to be 107. Everyone's weighing in with, well, it's going to be 110 here, 104 here, you know. So everybody stay cool. If you're outside, stay hydrated, because man, this is killer weather. This is what it is. So on that note, I will say goodbye. I will be uploading another another cartoon. I don't know if I'm going to do it today because I haven't done the cartoon. I haven't been struck with inspiration. So I think I'm going to go out in my yard. I'm going to work. I'm going to think about the cartoon. And then when I'm struck with inspiration, I'm going to come inside and make it. So on that note, bye-bye everybody.